form the witch's face. The first point or the top point is her bonnet. Second point is her nose, and the third point is her chin. That's the witch's face on the outside edge of the Eagle Rock. Now the best of all, the world's famous Old Man of the Dells. You look directly in front of the boat, high above the Wisconsin shoreline on the right side. You should be able to see his face. There's a tree growing on the top of his head. You can see his eyes, his bushy eyebrows, a pointer's nose, and his well-defined chin. The Old Man of the Dells is written up in the book, Ripley's Believe It or Not, is said to be one of the most perfectly naturally formed stone faces in the world today. That is the Old Man of the Dells. Now if you're coming to the Taylor's Falls and St. Croix Falls area, actually looking for the falls, you don't need to look any further because there are no falls. They're covered up in 1901 by the hydroelectric dam, just about a mile upriver. All that's left is a step rapid underneath the bridge. Again, if you look at this corner rock, you can see it was cut into 3 equal vertical sections, almost as if it was done by knife. It was actually done by the glaciers over 10,000 years ago. To the left of the corner rock, about 2 inches from the water, a little bit, you'll be able to see a steel ring. This steel ring, along with many other steel rings, were put in by the loggers and used to tie tugboats and steamboats too. They're made from a high-grade Swedish bell steel, not rusted or corroded in the last 150 years. If you were to hit one of these steel rings with a rock or a hammer, it would chime much like a bell. Our boats are tied up to them at our upper landing, along with our lower landing, and have Sweden stamped right in it. There's over 150 of these steel rings throughout the upper and lower landing.
Just missed that, didn't he? The Titanic.
This was the original port here at Taylor's Falls. The first ship to come up here was the Palmyra, bringing up the flight of large overseas. Now these 2 large overseas species all have south of the Taylor's Falls and St. Croix Falls. Many ships have come up after the Palmyra, hopefully bringing immigrants from Scandinavian descent. They came up here because of the rock, the shooting, the water, climate reminded them much of their homeland.
No, you won't be able to walk on that thing.
Why?
It's going to be too long.
23 minutes.
Yeah?
Put on YouTube.
Yeah, you could do that. Our trip to Taylor's Falls.
Yeah.
Book.
Coming up now, one of the most significant rock formations of the trip today is the large stone cross for which the St. Croix River did receive its name from. If you look directly in front of the boat, on that bare vertical cliff on the left Wisconsin shoreline, you should be able to see the cross. Now it's formed by the projection of the cliff, so you do need an extreme side angle in order to see it. Again, it's directly in front of the boat, about 2 blocks.
Oh yeah, you
If
see
you're still
it?
having trouble, come about 12 feet up from the water. You can see the bottom of the cross.
Yep.
Go up 5 feet from there and there's a horizontal line of green bushes. That's just as a marker. Another 5 feet from there are the left and right arms of the cross.
Pretty good. He's
Then the top of the cliff is the top of the cross. There's a large stone cross on the left Wisconsin shoreline on that bare vertical cliff with little to no vegetation, directly in front of the boat.
Probably so used to saying
Now the story goes that Daniel Duluth and Father Hennepin were paddling up the Mississippi River. They portaged over to Lake Superior and wintered in Madeline Island. In the spring of 1679, they hired a Native American guide to bring them back down to New Orleans to resupply. Well, this Native American guide brought them up the Breaux River, which flows north into the vicinity of Solon Springs, Wisconsin, which is the starting point of the St. Croix River. Then they came down here, saw the large stone cross, and decided to name the river the St. Croix, which is French and means Holy Cross. Like I said, the cross is formed by the projection of the cliff. As we do come closer and closer to it, it does become increasingly difficult to see it. We here at the boat company have been accused of having an overactive imagination, but we feel like this large stone cross turns into the side profile of our very first president, George Washington. Much like you'd see him on the quarter today, the bottom of the cross forms its chin, the left upstream arm of the cross forms a nose, there's a slit for its eyes, a tree's on the top of his head, and then the right downstream arm of the cross forms a wig, much like they'd wear in that time period. Now that's a rather large side profile of our very first president, George Washington, back upriver.
Yeah.
Now I know we're not the only one with an overactive imagination. Prior to this boat company being founded in 1906, George Washington was known to the early steamboat and river captains as the Old Egyptian. So I do want to remind you guys, all these rock formations we do
See that? Look at it, right
are
there.
naturally formed. It just takes just a bit of imagination in order to see them.
See it on the side there?
Pogo, after
The
a
mouth?
few martinis from our bar, you can see just about anything here in the rocks of the Delta.
I love you, baby. Look at that.
We're now exiting the upper Delta area. You can see how quickly it turns into sand and later on into sandstone. Now this granite rock we just went through is known as basalt rock. It was formed over 1.1 billion years ago. It's locally known as trap rock and is quarried in Dresser, Wisconsin. Now dells is a French word spelled D-A-L-L-E-S, which roughly translated means water running through a deep and rocky gorge, which holds two of this part of the river. Water here ranges anywhere from 40 to 60 feet deep, except for back in that corner where I did say was 100 feet deep. So as we continue downriver, it'll become increasingly shallower, anywhere from about 14 feet today to the main channel and much less throughout the river. On an average August day, you can actually walk from the left Wisconsin shoreline all the way to that island to the front right of the boat, and if you were to choose your path correctly, you wouldn't even get your knees wet. So this gives me a little opportunity to tell you a bit about the boat you're riding on today. This is a Taylor Falls Princess, which was commissioned down in La Crosse, Wisconsin in July of 1985. Driven up the Mississippi River, then the St. Croix River to her home port here in Taylor Falls. Now she's 23 feet wide, 80 feet long, fully loaded and can carry up to 250 passengers and weighs about 30 tons. Now despite her weight and size, she only draws about 17 inches of water. This is due to three main reasons. First, she's a completely flat bottom boat,
Is it?
which makes her very buoyant for her size. Second, she's made completely out of aluminum, which cuts about 20 tons off her gross weight had she been made from steel. And then third and most importantly are those stern wheels or paddle wheels located at the back of the boat are her only means of propulsion, therefore allowing the propulsion system to sit completely above the hull of the boat. With that being said, the Taylor Falls Princess, the boat you're riding on today, and the Taylor Falls Queen, that boat we passed at our lower landing, are the first two authentic paddle wheel boats to be this far up the St. Croix River since 1924. Located on the lower deck for your convenience is a small snack bar. Just to the left there's some restroom. Despite the main uses for like the excursions we're going on today, we also charter these boats out for public dinner cruises and private charters. Public dinner cruises start up next weekend and go out Friday, Saturday, and Wednesday evening, and private charters go out anytime. They range from proms to square dances to business meetings and weddings and wedding receptions.
Cool.
Guys stopping?
Huh?
Guys stopping?
Yeah.
I'm sure some of you noticed we've been going through the interstate state park system. Off to the right is the Minnesota Interstate Park. Their main campsite. Their picnic area is just a little downriver from here. This was the second state park to be found in Minnesota. It was found in 1895 by Catskill State Park was the first. Now towards left is the Wisconsin Interstate Park. Their main campsite and picnic area just beyond that tree line to the left of us. This was the first state park we found in
Can't take this off until I ask you.
1900.
You are.
Will you marry me? Huh?
State park.
Will you?
Yeah.
It was the first interstate state park system in the United
Really?
States.
Yeah.
But they're owned and operated and especially funded by their own government. So they could require separate
Aww.